I love those hear me out memes. Yeah, you know the ones I'm talking about. Or maybe you're not terminally online like I am, so let me catch you up to speed. This phrase has been adopted and popularized online through memes or posts made by folks who implore their friends and followers to hear them out upon specifically confessing their attraction to a fictional character. What I find hilarious is that straight men will often say, "hear me out," and then show you a pretty normal, dare I say, conventionally attractive character, like, I don't know, Sue Storm from Marvel Rivals or some shit. We don't need to hear you out when you say you have a crush on Serana from Skyrim, man. That's a pretty lukewarm take. Women, on the other hand, tend to say, "hear me out," when they're talking about some fucking eldritch abomination. Like Venom. Can you tell I've been playing Marvel Rivals lately? Or this motherfucker. The hear me out meme went so far as to become a viral trend on TikTok a little while ago, where friends, coworkers, or partners would film themselves taking turns placing little cutout images of characters that they have a crush on or want to smash on a cake. This is called the hear me out cake trend. Yeah, super original name, I know. A while back, someone even posted on Twitter about how their friend made a whole ass hear me out PowerPoint presentation. Barry the Bee? Oh nah, those are fucking cars, dude. Fallon, did you make this shit extremely obese? What? Okay, nah, this motherfucker must be trolling. Well, I had the genius idea one day of asking my own followers who their Hear Me Out ESO characters would be through a YouTube poll. To get the ball rolling, I added a few characters to the poll myself, but I also encouraged people to leave their Hear Me Out characters for the Elder Scrolls Online in the comments of that poll. The options for the Hear Me Out poll were Zamaja from the Cloud Rest Trial, Baron Zadris from the Cauldron Dungeon, Hermaeus Mora, the Daedric Prince of Knowledge, and last but not least, your mom. Me, personally, my Hear Me Out ESO characters would have to be the Ascendant Knight before I found out he was a geriatric patient, and Baron Zadris in the promotional The Cauldron marketing material. Do not look at the data mined version of Barry Z without his mask on, man. The style page, Baron Zadris mask, would have to stay on during ERP. But enough about me, let's see what you guys voted on. Okay, so y'all had no love for Baron Zadris, although I suppose that's to be expected since I used a photo of him without his mask in the poll. When you accidentally open up your front camera on your phone, head ass. Lorgalok the Destroyer came in third place. I just want to highlight this comment from a friend of mine. The devs knew what they were doing, making Lorgalok that thick. The chastity belt isn't for him, it's for us. I'ma keep it a stack. Some of y'all said some absolutely unhinged shit about this motherfucker. Zamaja the Sea Slode came in second place, which wasn't too surprising. I always got the impression that a lot of endgame raiders had a soft spot in their cold hearts for that morbidly obese slug. And unsurprisingly, Hermaeus Mora, the based god, received the most votes in the poll. I know you're probably expecting me to drop a tentacles joke right about now, but that shit's a little too kinky for me, fellas, but y'all are some freaks, I guess. Hermaeus Mora, call me weird, but I find him hot as hell, lol. Wasn't a fan of him in Skyrim, to be honest. I'm a woman, by the way. I just love this comment. As you may recall, the second part of that YouTube poll encouraged viewers to share their own personal Hear Me Out characters, and I thought it'd be fun to share some of those by way of that silly Hear Me Out cake trend. So I went outside for the first time in 7 months to go buy a Colovian war torch from the Guild Traders, and then went to Staples, any Canadians in the chat, to print out some photos of your guys' Hear Me Out ESO characters to add to the cake. Without further ado, I present to you all some of my community's Hear Me Out ESO characters. Alright, the Snowfang starts us off strong with, let's be honest, her scene is bae. Clellum's Brown Eyes said, Larenth is my ride or die, a bad girl with a soft spot for me, yes please.
Sorry, I'm like shaking like crazy because I had too much coffee.
Here's a unique one. Mafala7446 nominates Raynorian, the tour guide that you can find around Eldenroot. They said, I want to hear about them branches some more. I'm so sorry, Mafala, but that NPC annoys the shit out of me every time I port into that zone.
Now, as I'm sure you've all noticed, the Elden Tree is impressively tall, and within the Elden Tree's branches. Isn't that exciting?
The Ham and Eggs Green says Vivek, because it would be like two people loving you at this whoa. Crystalline Crow coming in with the classic Daddy Dagon. Do you guys remember when the Bethesda merch store sold those Mehrunes Dagon body pillows to promote the Blackwood chapter? Absolutely unhinged marketing. They need to do more of that, to be honest. Necro Butcher says The Whisper and Spindle Clutch. I mean, fair play. Who could resist that voice, right?
Incorruptible creatures, you dare
Kylovolt asked, does Razumdar count? You bet he does. Peridot Carbon 5322 says, okay, hear me out. The Assembly General. Spirit Soother says, Wraith of Crows. I mean, that thing's a little freaky looking, but you know, some people really dig guys who are over 6 feet tall, right? Reborn Zombies, hear me out, is everyone's favorite Imperial geezer, Abner Tharn. RIP to the GOAT. Real Artea heads will remember this legend. Oh, how I pine for your tusky words of deepest affection.
Stugga.
Angus the Terrible 3149 says, my beloved Stuga, ever since they took you from me, I can think of nothing else. Even though Hermaeus Mora has tried to charm me with his tentacly promises, I shall always remain true to you. I actually had another viewer also nominate Stuga. Well, they didn't explicitly say Stuga, but they didn't need to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh god, she like takes up the entire space.
Pariah Psypomp 6775 says that the companion Sharp as Night is their hear me out. They said, it's weird for me because I'm not a scaly, but I've certainly gotten used to having him around. Personally, I'm not much of a companions enjoyer thanks to the torture that I endured during the High Isle questline with Bastion for content.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
But I will say, Sharp as Night seems like a cool fella. Squadilla Wear Off, I'm so sorry if I'm saying these names wrong by the way, said, insert Flame Atronach copy pasta here. Sorry to disappoint fellas, but I will not be reading that out loud. Not today. Not ever. All right, that's a wrap on the ESO Hear Me Out Cake Challenge. Thank you guys for participating in the poll and sharing your ESO crushes with the class. Very enlightening stuff. If your own personal Hear Me Out ESO character wasn't mentioned in this video, you're more than welcome to share who they are in the comments. We listen and we don't judge. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons with your 5 head. Moreover, you're welcome to join my community Discord server and even my guild if you play ESO on PCNA. We'd love to have you. My apologies for the lack of uploads for a hot minute there. I've been hella busy editing a major class guide for the one and only 8-1 puppies. Go check that shit out on his channel if you want to learn how to be a better damage dealer in ESO, especially if you play a Magplar. I also got pretty damn sick for a few weeks and I kind of sounded like a chain smoker, so I felt like recording audio during that time wasn't really the move, you feel? But I've been working on a lot more fun videos as well as some hefty guides and I'm eager for you guys to see them. That's it for me. Thank you YouTube members for the additional support as always and I'll see ya in the next video. Cheers.